Let's talk about transformation. Obviously, the marketing industry, the advertising industry is constantly transforming, but of course, companies themselves are transforming too. There are a number of examples of businesses that have been around for decades and decades that are not the companies that they were at the beginning. IBM, a great example, bacon slicers, coffee grinders, and now a tech business. Well, another one is Schneider Electric, obviously known for sort of power, but pivoting towards IoT and all sorts of other things. Chris Leong, you're the CMO. How important is marketing as part of that transformation?
Well, I like to choose to believe that it is absolutely critical. That's what I tell my boss, and that's what my boss believes in as well. You talk about companies that's been decades. We are 183 years old, so as old as it comes. And in our business, which is really energy management, it's been traditionally quite industrial focus or blue collar.
Not sexy.
Yeah, that's what you call. But you know, I joined the company 7.5 years ago because I firmly believe nothing could be sexier in the next decade than thinking about managing the energy transition that's going to be happening. It is really the biggest transition of our lifetime. If you think about renewables, if you think about all the EV that is coming through and everything, how many gadgets do we have on each of us? When you go on holiday with your family, what does your kids ask you? Not where's the latest attraction to go. What's the Wi-Fi password? And guess what? There is no internet without a data center. There is no data center without power. And all this is getting a bit more sophisticated now with the Internet of Things.
But you're talking like a chief operating officer, not necessarily a chief marketing officer. So put some flesh on the bones of what you do as a CMO, because it sounds like also you're transitioning the business from a B2B to kind of B2C kind of business as well.
Well, at the end of the day, whatever we do as a transaction with another enterprise, which we call it B2B, ultimately it needs to land with the consumer. Think about it. We sell to Marriott, Sheraton around the world. We support many other industries, but ultimately they are producing goods for consumers. Sheraton, Marriott, they are taking care of their guests. What do we provide them? We provide them technologies that provide guest comfort, security, efficiency for the building, the running costs, etc., and all that. So ultimately, it is B2B2C, isn't it? If you think about it. Hospital, God forbid you are on the operating table with a heart surgery. You don't want anything to go wrong. The power ain't gonna go off. But you know what? Unfortunately, power off is still a normal thing in even hospitals, etc. What kind of cost impact do you think it is for an 8-hour of power outage? And guess what? Majority of these outages is actually not due to weather. It's actually due to human management of the equipment. So it's a good thing that now, thanks to technology, you can have preventive maintenance. We know when it is going to go out. You don't need to allow it to go out at all. So why would you punish your consumer business or customer, whether that's a hospital patient, whether that's a guest in a hotel, when as a B2B, you have got people like Schneider that can help you preemptively manage that.
You sound like you're selling to me as a potential client, but I want to touch on what you are doing as a CMO.
Yes.
How are you helping to use marketing to transition this business? Because you're almost Schneider Electric, the title isn't now right for the business.
Yes, it is. I always say that people say, hey, it's a B2B, isn't it? So my first and foremost, my job is to bring the brand to the forefront, is defining the brand. So you could call that job as a CMO as pretty classic, whether you're B2B or B2C. But traditionally, a lot of times, B2B companies think, brand is less important. It's more important to have a sales guy in front of the customer. Yeah. But we beg to differ. We believe our technology ensure life is on for everyone, everywhere, at every moment. It's simple, the technology is there. But marketing could do the job to elevate, to amplify, to explain this in a much more meaningful manner. So my job number one is to bring the brand to be a meaningful relevance to our customer and our customer's customer. That's point number one. Point number two, transform how we do marketing. So here, instead of only doing marketing towards who's your target audience is question number one on marketing. Instead of just talking to the person that's going to send the PO and the invoice that is the B2B, we want to actually be talking about how it's going to impact our customer's customer. So marketing should start with how we impact the ultimate consumer, the person that's going to consume best electrical distribution. So we change that.
How much of your strategy is just front of mind advertising, marketing for the end consumer so that they appreciate Schneider as a brand? Versus how much you do in the B2B space?
I think a couple of both, because at the end of the day, the brand is not only about the customer. We have got many stakeholders, employees of the future. We're trying to attract the right millennials. If you want to be in digital, whether it's in digital product engineering or in digital marketing for that matter, we would like Schneider to be equally as sexy as any other digital technology company out there. Why not, if you're going to be changing climate change and you're going to be able to drive sustainability? So to do that, we need to address not only the people that's going to be buying from us, so that's new employees that we're going to be hiring. We're talking about influencers, policymakers around the world. By the way, we also sell to consumers, the people who are renovating your home. So at the end of the day, every single person that we're selling to, even if you're a B2B decision maker, you are still a consumer at heart. And we believe that from a marketing touchpoint perspective, you are consuming digital media, and we need to be there at the relevant time and the relevant place. So the basic principles of clarifying the brand, following the customer journey, and influencers and other stakeholders, because what we sell is much wider than only the guy that is going to be signing the invoice. It starts from specifying, it starts with policy on regulation. So all these are stakeholders that we need to take care of from a marketing perspective.
So final question then, what brings you to Cannes Lions? Because you can kind of draw the main camps, the tech companies and the brands, and what you've just intimated is, in one hand you're a tech company, but you actually want to be recognized as a brand.
Absolutely.
So where does the creativity come in?
Historically, I come from advertising agency business as well, and I come from B2C consumers. So at my heart, I think brand, creativity are fundamental elements, customer insight, value proposition, things that would trigger and move your heart and your mind is still critical before you can move your wallet. And I think moving the wallet is a consequence of being able to make a compelling value proposition to the customer. Now, what we're layering that with today is technology, whether it's in digital marketing, marketing automation. Our job in B2B, more so than B2C, if there's one clear differentiator, is how we absolutely close the loop. So in a B2B environment, it's not just about throwing it all out there on mass media and be done with it and just track how many people know us. But in our business, we would like to know how many people know us, how many people sign up with us, how many people engage with us, download a white paper, actually ask to speak with us, and would like to have a demo. And we track it all the way into how we're influencing business and sales on a daily basis.
So creative's still a big part of it.
Absolutely.
Chris Leong, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm James Wright, and thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thanks for watching.